guys, so I'm going to be going over more properties they can use. Also, I will be going over printing, such this video will be just pretty, not long. Anyway, if we insert a part and then insert a script, as we always do. Now, I'm going to teach you another way to access to your part. Usually we do game, workspace, a part, but there's two parts, and that can cause a lot of messing up in your script. So to just basically do it, you can do script.parent. What this does, access script and goes to the parent, which would be part. Now, I like to be neat, so I'm going to do part equals script.parent. Now I'm going to go over two things I didn't go over last time, which is rotation velocity and velocity. So all you have to do to access this is do part dot, I'll do rotation velocity equals 2, and then you will do vector3 dot new, and then in this case I'll do 0 times 0. Now what rotation velocity does, and also add a weight so we can see it, what rotation velocity does is it rotates the block where you told it to do. In this case you saw it move to the right. And that's what it's simple, you have your x, y, and z value, you can change that as you want. Now the next thing I'm going to teach you is velocity. So velocity is basically moving your brick up and down. So do this, all you have to do is part.velocity equals to vector3, don't know why I have them, vector3.new. In this case, I'll just do 0, 100, 0. Now rotation velocity rotates it, but velocity will just make the brick fly straight up. And I'll give you an idea if you've ever played a game before. So you look at it and it bounces up. Now, to ask you if you've ever played a game on Xbox Roblox, now when you jumped on the brick, basically what would happen is that you would spawn in, you'd spawn in, and then the bricks would be moving up, you'd hop on top of them, gather more bricks, etc. Now what this is using is a velocity basically. So once a player steps on, once it has a humanoid hit, it is going to activate the this velocity. Now I'm not going to code that, but it's simply, if you wanted to, all you would have to do is do simple game.players.touch, or no, scripts.parent.touch.connect, and I might actually just do this right now because I like coding. Function, and then we're going to do hit function and then hit. Now if we do humanoid equals to hit.parent.find first child, in this case this would be humanoid, and we're going to make this local, and then we'll do if humanoid, then we're going to throw this script in right here, and then just do that. Now this is actually the whole script, and then you can throw in a else return value or whatever. You don't really need that return else, you can just do print or nothing really, because you don't really need that. Anyway, if we do not want to run that, we want to actually play. Now I'll show you what it does. It's super basic, way too basic in fact. So if we just step on this, there you go, it will fly up. And it will look for this humanoid, and it will fly it up each time. And you can have fun with this if you really want to. All this is doing is locating a humanoid, and once it detects the humanoid, it will execute the script, which in this case will just make it fly up. Now what it does is it goes up very slowly in the script, and I'm not too sure on how you change that. You add another 0, but no. Anyway, so what it would do is do that. So that's, we're going to get that out of the way. Now the next thing we're going to do is surface inputs and surface. So if you had a surface, and then you selected this, and turn this to a motor, what this does is it adds things. So if the motor would be like a wheel, you would attach your wheel and it would spin, which is actually super cool. Now if you say you want to change the speed of it, that's basic, just go to surface inputs, and then you'd select your top, since this is top, and change this to like 10. Now what this does is it will do whatever, so constant means it will constantly keep running, which in this case I'll just do this to show you. Alright, so now if we look at it, well, it kind of sucks because you can't see it. But you get the idea. What it would do is it would run the motor and do the such. So that's actually just these things done. Now I'm going to teach you about printing now, so we're going to the second part of the video. So printing is very basic. You can print things such as a number value. You can print a string, so print hello world, which is default. You can print a boolean, so such as true, and many other things. Now if we do just run, since we don't need to really do anything, you'll see 5, hello world, and true. Now what if you wanted to find out what 5 is? Say you forgot what it is, you forgot it was a number value. All you have to do is inside here, type, put this, and put your type into here. Now I'll do this for all these quickly, so print type, and then hello world, and then put that, and then print type true. Now instead of printing these, it's going to print the type, so it should print number value, string value, and a boolean value. Now we'll go run this and show you, and here you go, a number, a string, and a boolean. As it did such, it's printing the type, which is the type of script. Now you can also, I think you can do stuff like print, you can do a lot of things actually. You can do freaking assert, stuff like this. You can literally print the types of things. Oh yeah, so that's a function, so it's going to print function because that's what it is. But those are basic printing things. Now you can print a lot of things if you really wanted to. I think you do print or sit up. I don't know what to do, but you can basically print if you want to do scan.workspace.part freaking, if you really wanted to, you could print anchored, and then you could print the anchored value of it, and then in our case, is it anchored? It would be yes. So it might, if we see true. So what it's going to say is print game.workspace.part.anchored. So what this is doing is it's printing and it's seeing if this is anchored. Again, you can put tons of things in here. Say, I'm not going over this video, but a equals 5, and you printed a, and then you gave a new value, so a equals 7, and then you print a. What this is going to do is print 5, then 7, as seen. So this is a variable, and I'll go in that next video. But as of now, I'm just going to end the video here. These are the very little basics of it that we need to know. And yeah, that's basically printing. So otherwise, I will see you guys in